Hi everyone, welcome to another video by SES. Today, this video is just going to show a quick walkthrough on how to check your Singapore borders entry requirements. All right. So, as we have most of us have already known, 5 days ago, 23rd October, the latest announcement on Singapore borders is opening up to the last 6 countries. Okay, India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and one more country. What is that? Let me just check. And Nepal, yes, Nepal. So we have a lot of comments and questions on our YouTube channel, and a lot of them come from these 6 countries. But not just these 6 countries. Most of the other countries have also lowered the requirements of entry. So I'm just going to quickly walk through you. This is the website of Singapore ICA, ica.gov.sg. Please do not crash the website. I'm just giving you a walkthrough so you can just click it through and understand better how and what are the requirements you'll be required. Even if now they are opening up to the last 6 countries, there are still a lot of steps that you need to take note before you book your air ticket and make your plans. Okay, so over here, let's start here with traveling to Singapore. And you can see this is okay, so there's a lot of explanation over here. Please read through. And over here, I want to just touch on, it's very easy to use. You can just select the country that you're departing from. Okay, there's a lot of countries to choose from. So even those of you who are from Europe, anywhere else part from the world, please choose your country, from your departure. So let me just go through an example with you. I will just select, say, India, right? Okay, so here you have 3 status. You can choose fully vaccinated with WHO EUL vaccines or not fully vaccinated. Let's just assume you are fully vaccinated with WHO EUL vaccines. And the last option to choose from, there's quite a few also. As you can see, there's a lot of different reasons or different bases you are coming in from. So I guess I get a lot of comments and questions from the YouTube regarding them having certain passes already or approved IPAs, right? So you can, whatever status you are, please click choose from here. It has to be from here. If you don't have any of these, then chances are you would not even need to try getting entry unless you even the last one, there's a social visit. So as a tourist, that's probably your last non-pass issued reason or basis. All right, short-term business traveler. So these 2 are quite similar. In fact, the compassionate ground option is also quite similar. So there'll be documentation you need to prove that maybe someone passed on or things like that. So I'm not going to go through everyone. It's going to take forever. I'm just going to quickly choose this most common, which I received, MOM reissued pass holder, including IPA. So probably you already have a work pass, you already have a EP, you went back India or one of the last 6 countries I just mentioned, including an IPA. So meaning that you have received the IPA, you have not received a pass, you have not entered Singapore for the first time, right? Because you need to enter Singapore to physically collect yourself the pass. All right, so just going to choose this, and a very simple 3 option step, and you show the result. And here you have, okay, VTL covered in one of my past videos, so you can go and take a look. And India is not covered under this VTL. So is the rest of the 6 countries that I just mentioned. ATP over here is also not applicable. These are for a few countries like China, Macau, Hong Kong, and probably one more, I can't remember. I also mentioned ATP in I did a video on ATP, on one of the latest video. So over here, you can see the next option would be work pass holder general lane, right? Also, you may enter under the FTL, familiar ties lane. Yeah, so it's relating unless you can prove your family currently in Singapore. Okay, and also the death and critical illness. Okay, touch wood. Let's hope we don't need that. Let's hope none of you need that. Okay, for compassionate ground. Let's just work pass holder general lane, and you can just simply click this link, and they will show you. Okay, let me just show the other screen because it's already jumped to a new tab. So once you click that link, right? So once you click that link, you would be opening up an overview, which is this. Okay, so it really goes into very detail on what is the requirement for foreigners coming in through this lane, which I think most people will be applicable to. So they are the general requirements, what makes you eligible. So look through all these passes. Make sure you have one of them minimum. Okay, I know there's a lot of questions asking me like when it's going to open and how and all that. I can do many videos on all this information, but it's going to be not applicable to every single one of you, you see. Yeah, so it's best that you can look through this list, okay, slowly, you know, because there's a lot of information. And one key thing here is they put it very detailed. For passes that is less than 15 days of validity. Okay, so please renew your IPA. IPA has validities. IPA will expire. It's not going to be forever. Okay, so check over here. There's a blue link here. Just check through, click in. Okay. Latest health control measures also very important on the test you need to do, whether it's PCR, whether it's SHN, and how many days before and in post arrival. All the health controls are very important, as well as you need to pay in advance. So all these, please click in. I'm not going to click in everything because there's too much to go through. I don't want to bore everyone, because again, maybe some of you already know what are the steps involved. Okay, so how to apply? Make sure you have all this checked already, and then you think about applying. All right. So there are a few different categories over here. They specify here is citizens and PR of Malaysia. So this whole PCA lane is for Malaysia only. Okay, so for India travelers coming from India, okay, leave that out. Okay, if you are not under the CMP workers category, also just skip. Okay, so but anyway, this CMP is just for construction, marine, and process sector workers. You need the employers to apply this entry, this so-called entry to enter. Okay, so it's not free for everyone, as some of my friends are saying, oh, it's free for all the travelers now. No, there are still a lot entry applications right here you need to look through and apply. So this is for employers to apply on your behalf. If you happen to be in these three sectors, I can't apply for you because I'm not an employer. Okay. Okay, so over here you have the other passes, PP, you have the WHP, Entre Pass. Okay, I think Entre Pass will be very minimal. Okay, so I'm not going to read through everything. Please know which category you fall into. I think more importantly, please only focus on which categories you are in, and then you follow this portion. You don't have to read everything. It's not applicable to everybody for everything. Okay, so immediate family member, if you don't have this, then just skip. Now the last one over here is all other pass holders. So please check you don't fall into any of these. All other. So if you hold any of the pass here, all right, over here, and you don't fall into any of these first 6 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories, then you fall into here. It's just like this, so simple. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, so look through here, and look at the category 3 and 4. India, Sri Lanka, the 6 countries I just mentioned, fall into category 4. Okay, but just look through this list and let me see if okay, it doesn't pop up to another tab, so you are still looking at the screen. So over here, there is, again, you need to look at this travel health control measures. Okay, starting from, actually is from 26 October really. So in case some of you have not know where to find the information, but also be very careful when you read the information. Be very certain that you should read from the top downwards, because category 1 doesn't apply to India, so just skip it. Okay, if not, you'll be reading too much information all through and you'll be too confused where to find the information that is applicable to you only. So over here, you can see there is mostly the European countries, and here you have a mix of Korea, United States, and Australia and Europe as well. Let me just go through to the category. Okay, here you have a mix of everywhere as well. Southeast Asia and Africa and a couple of Europe countries. Okay, so if you don't see India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Myanmar, and the 6 countries I just mentioned over in category 1 to 3, then you are in category 4. So category 4 is all here. So again, they split into helpers and all other pass holders. So most likely you are under, if you're not a helper, okay, then you are under work pass holders. So all the requirements are here. Fully vaccinated, okay. I have a question before when they said, when they asked me, will a vaccination done in India with a certificate, India certificate of vaccination, will that apply? Before 26, I told them it doesn't apply, because it's very clear. The certification of vaccination only applies for certain from certain countries, from certain institutions. But right now, let me just click in. You can see, okay, to be considered fully vaccinated, you need all this. So there's a lot of information here. Please read through thoroughly. These you need to read, okay, just to make sure that your vaccination is valid. But from what I have checked, look through over here, okay, they say the documents you should produce to prove you are fully vaccinated. This is non-negotiable. You must have this. So just look at overseas, right? They didn't state anything about where is approved. Or rather, where is allowed and where is not allowed. They just simply ask you to produce all this. So if you have a certificate of vaccination from wherever you are, from the 6 countries I just mentioned, or anywhere you are, just make sure you have that, okay, before you apply for this entry approval. All right. So these are the things. These are the parts that I think are more important for you to note, and all this information, you should have them ready. If not, please proceed to get your vaccination. Then you will have, and make sure when you get the vaccination, get your clinic or your hospital to produce your certificate, provide your certificate for you. Okay. Okay, some of the information that are for non-vaccination required, under 18, under 12. Okay, please have a read over here as well. So I'm just going to continue backwards here. So there's another requirement here. Take a PCR within 48 hours at an international accredited and recognized lab clinic. Okay, please look through this, and one of the important thing is there will be a SHN of 10 days. This is currently the highest requirement from 26 onwards, and it costs $1,450. So, and another test at $125 on day 10. So once you arrive in, you're going to immediately go into a SHN facility. Okay, that's going to cost you $1,500. That is borne by you. It's not borne by the government or anyone else. So $1,450 and a PCR test on the last day of the SHN to show that you are, clear and negative, hopefully. So these are some of the few important things I thought I would put into a video and just assure you that it looks complicated, but it's not so. If you read through properly, if you still are not sure, you have some questions, at least you're asking the more, the more relevant questions relating to your own situation. Yeah. right? So these are the pre-departure and entry procedures. The mostly are the requirements will be before you actually even book your air ticket. You have to get all this applied, right? So the approval letter, okay, will indicate the health. That means once you get the entry approval, right? Once you get the entry approval, it will state again the things that I just mentioned. Okay, the SHN and the PCR and all that. So if you don't make payment for all this, there's a good chance they will allow you entry. They probably stop you at the custom or they'll make you produce the receipt or proof of payment for this SHN and the day 10 PCR. These are the few things that they will make sure you have in place before they or rather the custom will say, okay, please proceed to book a ticket or come over to Singapore. All right. Okay, so that's it. It will start from the link is, I'll paste it below in this video. And then if you really have any questions, just feel free to drop in the comment section, right? Then I'll try my best to guide you through. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.